Okay, hey, how's it going? Um, I want to knock this out real quick. I just got these like yesterday, and I listened to them a little, and I was not sure. They sounded good, but I wasn't sure. A lot of people ramped on these and said these things are really terrible. But I thought I wanted to try them out because I got them for 20 bucks with shipping and everything. Let's confirm that. Yeah, $18.99. $18.99. So they come in this little white box, no big deal. Comes with a package of tips, two tips on the IEMs already. Comes with this horrible cable. I mean, it's not horrible, but here's the issue. You'll see that one of these has a connector and one doesn't. And the reason it's not connected is that every time I took it out of my ear, this cable fell out because these pins are very short and very tiny. I mean, very thin and very short. So they don't really dig into this too well. And even pushed all the way, just a tiny bit of pressure and boom, just pops right out. So after listening for a few minutes, when I went to take it out of my ear, the cable just fell out. So that's an issue, but I think it could be easily resolved with a better cable with longer pins. So I'm going to test that out. I haven't really had the time yet. These are actually really nice looking. I really like the way they look. They're very tiny. Look, here's the Reecho and Peacock. Let's get more like that. So you can see they're pretty much the same size, actually a little bit smaller in the ear. Why are these out here? Because these sound pretty fantastic for 20 bucks. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I had to play around with the EQ. These things are bass heavy, and the bass is muddy. So what happens is, if you leave the bass where it's at normally, for me at least, I like bass, but I don't like it overpowering. What happens is it kind of makes everything else feel incorrect. It makes the mids feel muddy, and the highs don't have the kind of detail you'd want. But in Foobar, I dropped a preset EQ in there, and I played around with it. And I called the preset Diana Crawl, just because one particular song I know really well, and I played with that until I got it to sound really good. And then I kept that preset and listened to a lot of different songs. I listened to Gamma, older stuff, older rock and roll, some Metallica, Diana Krall, Miles Davis, Stan Getz. And then I just got done listening and back and forth. I did back and forth between the Peacock and these because I really wanted to see what the difference is. These are 129 and these are 20. So the final song that I listened to was, and did a lot of back and forth, was Rodrigo and Gabriela, and it's Hanuman, and it's all guitar, acoustic guitar. And these were picking up details that I wasn't expecting, because the Peacocks pulled those same details out, but the kind of details that these were getting, I was only really hearing with my Fearless S8Z. These things, with the preset I had, crazy detail, bass was okay, and the timbre is okay. The timbre's not perfect. I mean, the Reecho and Peacock, the timbre is way better, that's for sure. But the timbre is still decent on these. The mids were pretty good. Were good. I mean, I liked it. Here's the thing: the difference between these and the Reecho and Peacock was not a lot. It was there, but it wasn't huge. And the difference between these and the Fearless is there, but it's not huge. The difference is this is 20 bucks. This is 129, and the Fearless is 589. So for 20 bucks and a little bit of playing with an EQ, this is a pretty fantastic set, other than this cable. If you can get a cable, it'll stick in there, and I don't know, maybe you can put it in there and then glue it or something, but I mean, that's a pain in the butt. But the tips were fine that came with it. I didn't have to swap them out. I mean, literally, the tips that came out of the box on these are the ones I use, and they work perfect. They look nice, and for 20 bucks, I was stunned, actually, at the quality of the sound. Better than tin hi-fi, not the P1s, of course, but like the tin T1s, the tin T2s. This is better. In my opinion, is better for sure. Better. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Canis Moondrop Pro, which is discontinued. You can't get it anymore, but that had a better mid and was smoother, and the transitions were good. But with the transitions between instruments and volumes and whatnot, the separation was, I think, a little bit better. But this right here, the bass was better and the treble was better. Now, I will say on some songs, the treble hurt my ears a little. Like I had to tone it down a little bit. And I played with the EQ as much as I could, but I didn't want to play with the EQ for every single song. So I kind of wanted to get a preset that worked fairly well across the spectrum of what I listened to. I'm going to post that Foobar EQ preset with this video. I think I can upload it as a file. I'll find out. If not, I'll take a snapshot of it, a screenshot, so you can see it, and maybe that'll work. Yeah, $20. These are surprisingly good. Get rid of the cable, unless yours stays in. Get rid of the cable and get something that'll stay in there. Maybe I'll play around some cables I have and see what works well, and post a video about that as well. But these are, if I didn't say it, they are the KZ ZST. So KZ ZST. I'll put a link to Amazon on these, the same link I used. I don't make any money on that. It's just to make it easy for you. But $18.99, and I got it in 2 days. No kidding. I ordered this 3 days ago because I got it yesterday. And I couldn't believe it. When I saw, in fact, that's why I ordered. I saw a couple of reviews or a review, and they were kind of like complaining about it. And one review said, no, it's pretty good. And another review said, no, it was terrible. And I thought, well, for $20, let me just check it out. So I found it. I was like, oh, it's going to be delivered in 2 days. That's awesome. So I went ahead and chose it, bought it. And I'm really surprised at how good they sound. Now, again, I had to EQ it to kind of get the bass under control because it was just bleeding out and everything. But once I did that, suddenly these sounded really good. For $20, fantastic. I'll post the preset in the Foobar EQ along with this video. So if you're looking for something inexpensive and you can deal with this cable issue, these are a pretty good choice for $20. That's my personal opinion. So take it for what it's worth. All right. Thanks for watching.